Hey everybody, it's Aholibamah here, and I brought you back for the design portion of this iron farm. What we're doing here is we're working on putting in some walls, and it gets a little awkward because with the mushroom blocks, when you mine them, you can't get the stalk. The only way to get the stalk is to grow it where you want it, or, as you may have guessed here, to use pistons to get it. So that's what I'm doing here. Put down my mushroom, use a little bone meal, which isn't going to work because we have some stuff in the way. Come on, still no? Put that back in a minute. Ran out. Alright, well, I have a clever solution for that, thanks to this thing. Okay, this ought to do it. Okay, here we go. Oh, I had some more in my inventory. Come on, you can do this. Oh, there's our problem. Don't crouch. Okay. And again. There we go. Okay, so we have a stalk. Holy cow, do we have a stalk. That's the first time that's happened when I grow one. But not complaining. Okay, so something to make that convenient for me is how I move them. So move it over some more, and some more, 2 more. And I can take this dirt out. And I'm just kind of amazed that that one grew so tall, so I'm gonna have to do things a little bit differently here. Generally, what happens is I bring it over here and use this lever to activate the piston under there to push it upwards, but I don't think I'm going to need to push upwards anymore to get this one over. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on getting that in place. Oops. Gotta be careful about those things. And probably build the rest of this wall off camera, because honestly it's not anything very exciting. I'm just gonna get that put in. But our iron farm is doing nicely. So far I've got over a stack of iron blocks, and since the last time I removed some, I've got 36 more, which is just while I've been building this wall here. So I will bring you back when I get a little bit further on this and we can do a little bit more of the design here. Something maybe a little more interesting than watching pistons fire. Okay. everybody. Today I want to talk about 99%. This feels really applicable with this project because during the last episode, I got this iron farm functional, but it wasn't done. And leaving things not done can be a big problem for you. So you can get things to 99%, or you can take them to 100% and feel that relaxation that comes with completing a project. So it's always good to start a project. That momentum can help you and get you going and keep you going. But if you get to a point where little imperfections are causing you to not even want to continue because you're afraid that it won't be perfect when you're finished, then you have a problem. Because sometimes perfectionists have trouble finishing projects because they're worried that if they finish it and it's not perfect, then they finish something imperfect. But it's better to be finished with something than perfect. Take, for instance, a marathon. If you enter to run a marathon and you do your training and then you go on the day of and you run 25 miles and then stop, you get nothing. Because a marathon is 26.2 miles. So if you run that extra 1.2 miles to run the full 26.2, then you get a finisher medal. Whether it took you just over 2 hours or it took you 5.5 hours, you still get a finisher medal. So you only get that when you get to 100%. It doesn't have to be perfect. The just over 2 hours would be perfect. But you don't have to be that to get that medal. So the key is, when you do something, you do your best. I'm not saying shoot for the 5.5 hour marathon, but if that is your best, then go do that. I've done that before, and I was very happy with myself. And I've progressively done faster ones also. Now, take for instance, if you had someone coming to work on your house or build your house. So say you hire this person to build your house and he builds all of it except putting the carpet in. So you just have wooden floors, the plywood floors everywhere. And then he's like, okay, I'm done. Are you going to be happy with that house? No. That's not going to be acceptable. Take a rock climber, for instance. Scaling El Capitan. If he gets up halfway and then turns around and comes back down, did he scale El Capitan? Or did he just try to? You see, there's the difference. Now, if you start a project and you get it to a point where you say, okay, well, it's usable, so I'll leave this until I have some time. Are you going to find that time? I could have left the mushroom ugly. It was functional. All the iron was pumping out as fast as it's gonna. But if you leave something close enough to finished, it drains your energy. You notice all those little things you left undone, and it saps you. You get less creative, and you get less motivated. So the key here is finish. If you finish and you don't like it, go back if you need to, and work on it some more. But the higher priority should be to finish. Get it done. Don't leave it partial. Make sure you get something that you can approve of and then call it done. You'll find yourself much happier about it. So, let's get on with this. and I'm never going to do this kind of wall again. Hey everybody, so welcome back again. So I have completed this, and I got the glowstone in the right position. I don't know if you noticed, but I managed to fall straight down through the lava at the bottom. Nearly died, and had to have my camera guy come let me out. Since we're not on PC, I don't have the option of my camera guy being in anything other than survival, so he had to climb down slowly to do so. So that's what I've been working on. Now I'm going to make sure that I have sufficient lighting out here to keep mobs from spawning, because this area, believe it or not, is out over the ocean. So, as such, I want to, that's the spot, put one right here. That'll help. And then probably on this level, one over here, and one over here. But I'm just gonna finish up putting some lights on here and making it all shiny and nice in the evening. I might end up putting some glass on here to keep myself from falling through, but this right here is necessary so that there is light above the doors and it will continue making golems. It's the only part that actually needs to have the light is above the doors. So that's the only part that I have left. If you look over here, you can see there's the one door there that also has the gap above it. And I doubt that I'll be coming out on top of this very often, so that probably won't be an issue. And I'm looking forward to seeing it from down below. Actually, I think we'll go do that right now to end our episode. Whee! Over here on my sod farm. That does look like a mushroom from this angle. Let's get a little further away. Wow. I'm pretty impressed with how that looks. That is a good looking iron farm. Well, that'll be it. Until next time, have a great one. We now have an iron farm, and I think I'll take this screenshot right there. Well, right there. And next time, I'm hoping to do something a little more simple. I'm gonna, I think, put up a nice little fishing dock slash hut out there in the water for me to fish off of when the rain comes, at a good point to load mobs into the mob dropper. Is that another one up there? I don't know how they keep loading into there. Need to go shoot that one off though. But until next time, rock on.